So they found the bike and we have no idea where it is. Oh look, here we go. Everybody's out looking with torches. Bro, imagine they find his body. Like, imagine that.
If he was here, we would have found him. We have to go wider.
We have gone wider.
We don't know where he was taken. He could be hurt somewhere.
Not just that, but like his bike is left there, which means surely that doesn't mean that he's just gone off on a tangent.
Better.
You know?
Morgan says to wait till dawn. How can I leave when he's still missing?
People are looking. You need rest.
No.
Oh, he's not. She's not gonna stop, man.
And we will get
And
Pearson.
she's gonna stop.
Pearson, I promise.
What? I can't. Hello? Damn it. Damn it!
Oh, I get creeped out when he stands, but
More reason to slam the police. Claim some connection to Rosemont.
It would have been wrong of me not to. Detective Carver worked both cases.
gosh almighty. So she's back to literally hound Carver. Well, I'm telling you now, I dislike her a lot more than I did in Broadchurch. Hey, she ain't talking to you. Back off. I don't like the weird, ominous music every time their relationship shows up.
Next to Detective Carver, but
We're fully booked.
He's coming across as more and more suspicious as well. What the hell was that?
Tom?
Why does this seem so much more dramatic than it should do? Who the hell is that? What the hell? You know how weird that
Wake
is?
up. Time to talk.
Why the actual
me.
hell was he just standing in the middle
Why
of the
was Tom
forest?
Miller found near your property? What's your connection to them? What's your connection to them?
Oh. Bro, I can hear the Doctor Who coming out on that.
Has he ever tried to contact you?
No.
Not connected,
So
is
you
it?
were going to his house.
I checked your work bag. I saw his name and his number, so I looked him up.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that he went into her bag. But why would he just go out?
When was this?
Why would he go after him himself?
When you had his picture. I just wanted to find the person who might have killed my friend. I wanted to show it to him.
I'm
What would that have done?
more than mind blown, guys. Okay, guys, let me just say this much. Unless they dramatically change what he's talking, like why he did it, and this is all kind of like hidden in lies, then I don't think I particularly like this plot line. So he saw the random guy's name and stuff in Ellie's bag, decided to go after him with a crossword to try and guilt trip him into being honest. Isn't that a bit weird to you? Like, a little kid's gonna go and do that and then just disappear until 1 in the morning. And then just walk out from behind a tree. Is that one of the... I don't think I like that plotline, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, guys, because, like, I don't know, man. Why wouldn't he respond when people are calling for him? Why this, why that? Like, it just seems all a bit suspicious. But hey, that could literally be it, and that whole climactic situation could be over. Which, I'm going to be honest, I will be a little bit gutted about, because I thought that would be a little bit more intricate than that, you know, than that sort of logic. Because what would that actually do? Like, if you're going to go after someone's killer... Yeah, I don't know, maybe that's just child logic or something, but... I was trying to look and see if Joe had any particular reaction during the scene, but he doesn't seem to. Like I said, what good would that do? Why would you do that? Maybe the son isn't involved? My viewers, my weird sort of brain, I'm just going to call it a weird brain, because it does think of weird things sometimes. It's going in the direction of, like, maybe him and Joe have set this up. I know that sounds really bizarre, like, what a kid actually do that? I don't know, man, I don't know. I'm just going to have to keep watching. I'm clueless.
Well, do you think he killed Danny? I just don't want you wasting your time on the wrong guy when, you know, the guy that you're after could be right in front of us.
Yeah.
Is there something specific you want to tell me?
That's a lie.
Is it strange to you that Paul Coates found Tom's bicycle and then he's the one who found Tom 8 hours later? I mean, is it
Not
strange
gonna
to you
lie,
that
that
he
is a
takes
bit of a
every
weird
opportunity
sort of
he can get
coincidence, isn't
to
it?
put himself in front of the camera? A client of mine saw him at a Narcotics Anonymous meeting over in Winston last week.
Oh, that's right. There was that
Those
plot
NA
line.
meetings?
Yeah.
You working today? You taking the day off?
Well,
Forensic analysis from the burnout blood, hair, and
Don't even give it time to answer.
Paint chips match the color of Danny's skateboard.
Has Miss Clemens tried to sink her teeth into you yet?
She already did a few weeks ago.
Here's an image I didn't need, since she showed back up.
I haven't decided whether to call her back.
Oh gosh
Maybe
almighty. Yeah, don't call her back, man. Don't call her back. He will though.
Spent a month in rehab, then quietly transitioned over here to Gracepoint. Smaller church, his hometown. Everyone happy to see him back.
Okay, guys, I'm almost certain that they're taking us down a slightly wrong path again. They're deferring us to believing that potentially Paul is going to be the one that did it. Like I said, I still theorize that he could be involved, and I would, you know, I'm not going to draw, even if it doesn't happen, I'm still going to think that that theory could have been like a what if, which I may do in a separate video. But I'm starting to lean towards the idea that that's not what happened. It's really starting to sort of, you know, shape in a way that I'm falling between Mark and Joe, and then it's like mostly Joe. But the point is they're investigating him, which, like I said, is going to be potentially a mislead. The whole alcohol thing or the drug addiction thing, and how he moved and stuff. It all, from memory, it all leads to dead ends. That's the thing as well. This is episode, what, 8, right? We've only got 2 episodes left to go into the story of Susan, to go into the stories of investigating Joe, investigating this whole thing with Tom. You know, there's lots of different avenues we need to investigate with only 2 episodes. So I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest. Is this ending going to feel rushed? That's one thing that I'm a little bit worried about.
Were you drinking and taking painkillers when you got in a bar fight in Washington State?
Yeah, he was.
Assaulted at the local tavern. I'd said something.
Like
in
I said,
my
I think it's a
sermon that
wrongly...
churchgoer found objectionable, so he attacked me.
Oh.
Sound familiar?
One more thing, I will say this much, like, compared to Broadchurch, I dislike his character more than I do. Like, in Broadchurch, I actually liked his character. Like, I thought his character was quite sweet a lot of the time. I think this guy just generally, for a lot of this, I don't know, I just get like he's an ass vibe. Is that just me?
Is he always this awful?
You have no alibi for the night of Danny's death.
No alibi, a bit suspicious, overly close to the family.
Possible reason. Can you dream up?
Renee told me Detective Carver's in charge of Danny's case.
Yeah, he is.
Don't believe anything.
Oh, so she's now talking to the, what's it called, Rosamund.
Whoever killed my Nina is still out there
Gosh
because of him.
almighty. And off she goes. Wait, is she wagging? Oh, that's right. Doesn't he find... Yeah, he goes after and sees that, like, he's looking after her at his place. Oh, look how awkward that is. And he like... But it's genuine, right?
What have you got against me?
Nothing really.
I'm just trying to understand.
Other than no alibi and
You were
coincidence.
so eager to insert yourself into that family's grief.
You can accuse me. You can take DNA samples. You can ridicule.
You see, scenes like this make me feel like it's not him.
You don't
And
get to
my
be there in
theories
my
start to
face
push
just
away.
because you're too shut down to comprehend it.
Just from reading his behaviour, because his behaviour is almost like
People need
spiteful.
hope
It's
right
not
now,
like
and they are certainly not
guilty.
getting it from you.
I need a break from being the dead kid's sister.
Yeah. This was her
It's like
break.
I'm buried
The
under
same
it, and
plot
I
line
know
again.
that you can't understand that.
We do understand. Right?
Yes, yes, yes.
You see, this is one of my favourite scenes in the series, because like they just, instead of getting angry at the boyfriend and her,
Are you keeping the baby?
they just accept it and forgive it, you know?
About that.
I really hate letting him go.
I think for me the most anticipated scene is seeing how Ellie reacts if it's Joe, because the way Olivia Colman did it was just, I don't think you can beat that, you know? A creepy vision. There was a scene in Broadchurch, like in like episode 8 or something like that. Or no, sorry, 6 out of 8 or something. That was like a couple episodes before the end, when the killer turned the phone on, went to the cabin, Emmett and Ellie showed up, and then they ran off, and it was because it was Ellie there. Are we going to get that again? That could be this cliffhanger, because we need to see if they are going to continue the same thing. Surely that's what happens.
And I love you. Now, Keys.
Don't like the
I'll be
way
honest
he
with you.
acts, man. His persona is so weird. Look at him. See how cool this scene is?
It's for the baby.
Oh,
It's for what?
I said it's for the baby.
for the baby. Come on. Oh, I remember them having like a fish and chip one in
Alright, well, then
Optimal
drink up
England. And that was how they sort of did this scene, man. Oh,
That's Danny's. That's right. I've been looking after it. But since you were his friend,
dude, holy
I
shoot.
thought you should have it.
Put that down.
But it's Danny's.
Put it down. Drop it. Right now!
Bro, I know I keep pausing it, but I'm just trying to create these associations. Doesn't Joe in Broadchurch, when there's that whole scene with the skateboard, doesn't he like, you sort of, I think Ellie's there and she says put it down, and you sort of see Joe, and like if you watch it back, like after you already know it's him, you see like how like suspicious he is and like how like weirdly like he is, because obviously he was the last one to bloody well touch that other than Susan.
Thanks for stopping by, Ms. Wright. We did a little digging on you.
So what? What do you want?
Oh, and here they come to arrest her.
I want you to know that I'm the one who tipped off the police.
Hey, boy.
Oh, that's right. Vince steals the dog. And then he threatens her. Yeah, so it's the same again. So we've reverted back to this carbon copy. I wonder if the next few episodes will deviate, because this has been an almost replica again. See?
If you delete something from a hard drive, is it gone forever? Because my
he
dad
asks him
deleted
that?
something
Doesn't he ask Paul
Data
that?
recovery programs.
I'm not talking to you till I see my dog.
We're bargaining now.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
Gosh almighty. Not cooperating.
Terminated.
Typical.
416.
Dude. Yeah, like I said, I already know what all this means and stuff, and...
What are you doing?
Yeah. Doesn't he go to the police as well? I don't think he tries to hide it, but I'm not completely sure. Oh, they do have the exact same scene, man. Don't you dare. I don't think he does it. I'm pretty sure it... Yeah. Broadchurch leaves you really like on a scene of suspense, eh?
We can't do anything till we find that bitch's dog.
Sir, with respect, shut up for a second.
Did you just tell me to shut up?
Somebody just called. They saw a flashlight on in the Harvey
Yup.
Ridge hut. Somebody's inside.
Yeah. And then, that's right. And then, yeah, okay, I knew they were going to have the scene. I told you they'd have the scene. And then he realizes it's Ellie. And then he runs off, right? And then Alec has the bloody... thing. You see? Yeah, it's Joe. It's Joe. 100% it's Joe, guys. Oh. Dude, they're shooting! Oh!
What's happening?
I think I'm dying.
Yeah, gosh almighty, man. It's definitely Joe now. It's definitely Joe now. I'm not gonna be shocked, am I? Gosh almighty, man. Okay, guys, that reaction was very, very... It was similar to Broadchurch, so not a lot to react to. I'm actually glad that we've got that little ending scene now, because I've got something to talk about. And thinking, what am I going to talk about post-reaction? Once again, it is carbon copy, and I'm not going to repeat myself again about that, so we move forward. Now, the final part of that episode reintroduces us to a scene which I kind of knew if it went a certain way, it would be a certain person. My number one theory is that it's Joe, but there's a different motive. But what the motive is, I don't know. My first motive was that potentially, obviously, there's two, right? I've got two. It's got something to do with Tom. He's covering up for Tom. Or the whole daughter situation thingy-majiggy. You know, or son, sorry. The whole other theory that I had before, which I'm not going to go over. Those are my theories, and those are set in stone. And the reason they're set in stone is because in Broadchurch, he sort of lures them to the flat, but then when he realizes it's Ellie that's there, runs off because he's like, oh shoot, and he freaks out. It will be the same thing. So it's going to be Joe. I would be very surprised if they... I mean, once again, it could be a misleading factor. They could just then turn around and go, boom, it's not. And there's another reason why he ran off. I think it's very, very likely that is Joe that's the one that ran away. And we're going to have to deal with whatever... Well, it'll be next episode when we find it's him, right? Or we get the phone call and it's like, oh my god. And then it will end that we've got the person sort of thing. The final episode will sort of be the aftermath, etc. So yeah, really not much at all to talk about, guys. Where I see this going, like I said, I've already given you my theories. I've already given you my explanations. There's my reaction. So maybe I keep this outro incredibly short. Probably the shortest one I've ever done. Because I don't have any extensions to my theories. I don't think it's wise to talk about it anymore. Only because I'll end up blabbering on about nonsense. And to be honest though, I always said this. The closer you get to the end of a series, the less you've got to talk about. Because there's less things sticking out at you. Like, oh my god, this could be the case, you know. I think the only other thing that's of note right now was that Tom was destroying his laptop. I can't actually remember why he did that. Oh no, that's right. Wasn't he sending like threatening emails or something? Maybe it isn't next episode we find out. What episode have we just watched? 8. So we've got 9 and 10. So it must be one, of course it's one of the last 2. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave that there. If you enjoyed this video, as ever, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And as ever, don't forget to follow my Instagram, guys, British Shepherd 2Ps, link is in the description below. And just let me know generally of your thoughts about the episode, the reaction, and maybe just talk about the whole carbon copy nature. Were you guys happy with the fact that, like, it is quite literally identical other than the odd couple of plot lines, or are you sort of just, were you hoping there was more of a difference? Because I'm starting to feel like I was hoping there'd be more of a change, because it says like based on Broadchurch. Unless they have a dramatic change to the killer or why they did it, it's not really based on it. It's Broadchurch, right? That's just my thoughts, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. As ever, this has been your boy British Chap. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.